Taejo, 立宋 Gye, 1335-1408.
Foundation of the Joseon Dynasty. Foundation of the Joseon Dynasty. Feeling the need for a new dynasty to replace Goryeo, Seong-gye founded Joseon in 1392. He abdicated the last king of Goryeo and ascended to the throne and was given the name Taejo. Hanyang Kyondo. He chose Hanyang, now Seoul, as his new capital, making it the political and economic center of Joseon. It played an important role in securing the stability of the country and strengthening its centralized power. Defense maintenance. With the founding of Joseon, Seong-gye focused on strengthening national defense. Legislative improvement. In accordance with the needs of the new dynasty, laws were reorganized and new laws were enacted to solidify the foundation of the country. The will of the people is the will of heaven. This means that the thoughts and feelings of the people are equivalent to the will of heaven, emphasizing that a ruler should consider the opinions and sentiments of the people and reflect these in governance. The stability of the state depends on law and order. Highlights the importance of strong law enforcement and systematic administration as the foundation of national stability. The law must be fair. Stresses that laws and policies should be applied equally to everyone, facilitating the realization of social justice. The strength of a nation is not in the size of its army, but in the happiness of its people. Emphasizes that true national strength derives not from military might but from the welfare and happiness of its people. Crisis can turn into opportunity. Suggests that even in difficult and crisis situations, one can find positive turning points. Harmony begins by listening to diverse voices. Emphasizes that listening to and integrating various opinions and voices is the foundation of social stability and development. A leader must be incorruptible. Stresses that the moral integrity of a leader is essential for the transparency and justice of national governance. He who wins the heart of the people conquers the world. Highlights that gaining the support and trust of the people is the key to strengthening the nation. A true leader paves the way for the next generation. Emphasizes that a leader should strive for the prosperity of future generations rather than pursuing personal gains. Great governance starts with communication. Stresses that the efficiency and transparency of government begin with open and continuous communication. The ability of a leader is to use people rightly. Emphasizes the importance of recognizing the right talent and placing them in appropriate positions. There can be no true peace without fairness. Stresses that true stability and peace cannot be achieved without social fairness and justice. Society is maintained by law, and law is strengthened by morality. Highlights that legal systems and moral values are complementary and necessary for maintaining societal stability. The complaints of the people are a warning signal for the state. Indicates that the dissatisfaction and complaints of the people are important signals that the government must carefully listen to and address. All policies must exist for the public good. Emphasizes that all government policies and decisions should ultimately be made to enhance the public interest and welfare. Excellent governance begins with fairness. Highlights that the foundation of all governance actions is fairness, through which legitimacy can be established. Excessive power ultimately leads to self-destruction. Warns that the abuse of power will eventually lead to the downfall of those who wield it. Education is the first step in enlightening the people. Emphasizes that education enables people to develop themselves and become agents of national development. All power must be used for the welfare of the common people. Stresses that national power must ultimately be used for enhancing the living standards and welfare of the common people. Sound judgment comes from abundant information. Emphasizes that accurate and fair decisions require the prior collection of sufficient and accurate information. When exercising power, one must always be humble. Stresses the importance of humility in those with power, which is crucial for preventing the abuse of power. Ignoring a problem leads to bigger problems. Warns that neglecting to address issues in a timely manner can lead to greater difficulties later. Those with power require stricter self-control. Emphasizes that those in positions of power need to exercise strict self-discipline and restraint to avoid abusing their power. He who gains the people's heart gains the world. Stresses that winning the trust and support of the people is the most reliable way to lead a stable nation. Strong leader bases his authority on respect, not fear. Emphasizes that a truly strong leader builds his authority on the respect and trust of the people, rather than instilling fear. National development starts with the participation of every citizen. Highlights that true national progress and growth stem from the active participation and contribution of every citizen. Success is not about reaching the top, but about continuously improving. Stresses that true success is not a single achievement, but continuous improvement and development. The well-being of the nation begins with the health of its people. Emphasizes that the stability and prosperity of a nation are founded on the health of its citizens. A prosperous society starts with fair distribution. Stresses that economic prosperity and stability require the fair distribution of benefits to all members. The opinion of the people is like a compass for national policy. Emphasizes that understanding and listening to the needs and opinions of the people is crucial for determining the right direction in politics.